Howdy, folks. It's been a while. What can I say? But the life got hectic, and making videos got put on the back burner. Had a lot of stuff happening. Work was really busy. Other things in my life were going in different directions, so I had to dial back on the filming, on the YouTube, and all that. So just took a break from social media so I can focus on stuff outside of it. Doesn't mean I wasn't working out. Doesn't mean I wasn't trying to plan my next series of contests. And stick around at the end of the video. I will actually announce what my next contest is going to be. The one I'm going to train for the next little bit. And I will actually also give an update as to the North Idaho Strongest. I won't have any video, unfortunately, but I will give you a rundown of my performance. So there is that. But we're going to do a leg workout today. We're going to do squats. It is going to be a little bit of a feel out. I haven't been in the weight room for the last about 2.5 weeks, just because it's been my work's busiest season. It's the holidays and we ship a lot of stuff, so I've been working 12-hour days, 5 days a week. I'm not saying it's an excuse for why I wasn't in here. I'm saying that I had to adapt to that workload before I could really come back in the gym and expect to make improvements, because of the amount of food I would have to intake to keep up with the caloric demand. It was just a little too high for me right now. So anyway, my body's pretty much adapted to it. So we're going to do a squat workout today, with the goal is squats, hamstring curls, and either some front squats or some single leg lunges with a focus on the quads to finish it off. So without further ado, I'll get started on my warm-ups and then get into the warm-up sets, and we'll go from there. So I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's a little chilly in the garage today. One of the plans I had for this summer was to insulate, and that didn't happen. So it's cold. That's okay. All right. Calling it with 3. Just because it's been a long day. And the energy's not just not there, so I'm not gonna try and go for something epic when I'm in the off season for the contest I'm prepping for. This is still technically off season. It's more than 4 months away, so call it good there for squats, and then we'll get into some hamstring curls, and then some lunges, and that'll be it, guys. Oh, and then the contest wrap up and announcement. So see you in the next see you in a little bit. Alright everyone, that's going to wrap up my leg day. It was short, it was quick, but it wasn't wasted effort. It's definitely going to help me maintain my strength levels during this heavy volume time at work. So, and then come January, when things level out, be able to ramp up. Now, I know I said I was going to try and get videos of the events for my contest I did this last September. Unfortunately, that hasn't been the case. For that, I apologize. but I do have the results. I did get first place in my weight class, which was the heavyweight open men's division. And in the Viking press, which was 260 pounds, I got credited with 8 reps. And the next event was the Conan's wheel, which that was 580 pounds. And I was credited with 75 feet, which was almost 2 full rotations. One rotation was 42 feet. I needed another 9 feet to get that second rotation in, but fortunately I wasn't. But I was very happy with that, in that I didn't know if I was going to be able to pick it up. Come test time, that felt incredibly heavy. I did my best to emulate it here at the garage, but that thing was heavy. So I'm extremely happy that I was able to do what I did with it. And then the next event was a frame deadlift, and that was a 500-pound implement, and I was credited with 9 reps in the time frame, which for me, that was really stoked. My best conventional deadlift period is 505 pounds, and the fact that I did 500 pounds on a frame, which was a little bit higher of a lifting point than a conventional deadlift, but still 500 pounds for 9 reps, that was awesome. And a lot more than I expected, to be honest. Next event was the hammer hold, and with that I was able to hold the hammer, which was 34 pounds extended in front of me, for 48.19 seconds, which was actually a 3rd place in the event, because in that event every weight class used the same weight, the 34-pound hammer, and I ended up in 3rd place overall in that event. But because I was a heavyweight, I ended up in 1st place, because unfortunately there was no other heavyweights in the open division. There were 2 heavyweight novices, but they were competed at with less weight than I did. Then the last event of the day was the medley, a farmer's walk into a keg carry and keg over bar. For me, the farmer's walk was 275 pounds, and I have to admit, when I did that, I did drop it once. I was like 5 feet from the finish line for the farmers, and my grip just went, and I dropped them. I was able to get them back up real quick and get them across the line. And then the keg for heavyweight, I believe, was 200 pounds. They said in the flyer that it was 150, but it ended up on the day being like 200 pounds is what the judge said, or at least that's what I heard. And I was able to get that down to the other side where I started with the farmer's walk and over the bar. That was 52 inches, so about chest high on me. And I did that in a time of 30 seconds and change. I think it was like 30.7 or something like that. Which again, at home, the heaviest thing I had to train with, or the heaviest I was able to go with my farmers, was like 225 per hand. So to only have the one bobble with the 275 per hand, I was pretty happy with. I was also very happy with how video stopped recording. Anyway, as I was saying, I was really happy with how I handled the keg, since I didn't have that implement to train with at home. Now, I got first place in my weight division because I ended up being the only one who showed up. There was another gentleman who said he was going to be there, and he didn't show. So by default, I could have just gone out, touched the implements, and I could have just walked off, and I still would have gotten first place because I was there. However, I really wanted to test myself, so I acted like I was competing against the novices and the middleweights, And all those guys put on a hell of a show. The one gal who ended up showing up, she put on a hell of a show. She was a little novice, first time, and she just went out there, and it was great. Now, that being said, I do have another contest lined up. It is going to be April 23rd, and it will be the Empire Strongman Classic. The Empire Classic's been going on for about 20 years. I think this is, but the Strongman portion of it is relatively new. So I ended up seeing that in person last year. Robert Oberst from World's Strongest Man, and if you guys aren't familiar with that, the show Strongest Man in History on the History Channel, he was in it, and that was pretty cool to see him there. And that, more than anything, is what got me fired up to competing. Shortly after I saw him, I got the notice about North Idaho Strongest, and I said yes. And now with that, I am going to compete at the Empire Classic next year. The website's saying it's the April 23rd, but I will let you know if that date changes. So with that, I'll see you guys later. Sorry for the break in the videos, but I had to take care of myself and my family and all those obligations before I could make videos for YouTube. So see you guys next time. And if you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and share to your friends. Help me get out there. Help me just share my journey in strength and automotive with the world. So see you later, guys.